Hey guys, it's Retrohead here. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm off to another CEX, and this time I'm going to Lowestoft CEX, and I got some really cool pickups to add to the collection. Now I also lately have found a couple of box sets to trade in, so I traded in a few DVD box sets, and I bought some absolutely awesome retro games to add to the collection. And I also have a pretty cool charity shop find to show you at the end. Now the thing about the Lowestoft CEX, just before we go, is it's a little bit strange because it's not the biggest CEX, but they have quite a lot of glass cabinet space. But they don't put hardly any retro out, as you see in the footage. There's a few PS1 games, but that was really it for the retro. They have it all behind the counter, which was a little bit of a shame. They must have had like 20 PS4s in the glass cabinet lined up, but not one piece of retro. You'd think they'd just have one PS4 to show that they sell them, and then when that one sells, put another one in the cabinet and have all their retro on display. I don't really know why they do that. Sadly, you won't be seeing much retro on camera because they didn't even really get it out. They only got the bits out that I asked for. So yeah, I'm sorry for the lack of retro footage in this CEX. If you enjoyed the video, please like, please subscribe. But without further ado, let's go to CEX. So here I am in CEX. Now, as I just said a minute ago, it's a real shame how a lot of the retro isn't out on display, just because they kept so much of it behind. They still did have a little bit on display, including Skies of Arcadia on the Dreamcast, which is a pretty pricey one. But yeah, like I said, a lot of the retro was behind, but they still did have some. There was a boxed Game Boy Color there, and some nice boxed Pokemon games, but all the retro really was behind the counter. But I still filmed the other section, so here we have the Vita section. A few months ago, I did a bit of filming in this CEX, and they had nearly the entire Vita selection, but that was all that was left of it. And they had a massive Wii U section. Now, there was a game that I was hoping to grab out of here, but sadly they couldn't find the disc for it. But now, let's go back to the games room to look at those pickups. So I am back from CEX, and I've kind of got a couple of things to say before I show you the pickups. So the first thing is, I've been to the CEX probably 3 times. So not really very many times. I've had sort of like annoying things happen all of those times. So last time I went, I wanted a GameCube game. I think it was a wrestling game. And it said they had it in stock and they couldn't find it. And also I bought a game, I can't remember what it was, but the disc was so scratched that it wouldn't even play. And this time I wanted to buy Spyro on the PS1 on Platinum for a tenner. They went out about to find it and they said we don't actually have it in stock. And I also wanted to buy a Wii U game that they couldn't even find the disc for, which was a little bit of a shame. I gotta say though, the staff were really nice and really helpful, and they were quite annoyed about what happened, but it doesn't really matter. I still got some really cool pickups to add to the collection this time. So if you're new to the channel, I collect for Nintendo and PlayStation, and Atari, and my dad collects for Sega, so he bought 2 games this time, which is quite good for him. Now these stickers, these games do have weird stickers because they were not out on the shelves, they were in a box behind the counter. So the first game is Soviet Strike on the Sega Saturn. Now this was priced as boxed with manual at £15, and I think for any Saturn game, boxed with manual 15 quid is going to be quite reasonable, as it's a really hard system to collect for. Inside, the disc is in, it looks absolutely mint, like literally brand new. There we have the disc and the manual, both in really good condition. And this is only £12 of the without manual price, so to pay an extra £3 with a manual, I think is a great deal. Now, I've played a couple of Desert Strike games, but I've never actually played a Soviet Strike game, so I'm really looking forward to giving this a go with him. If you have this game in your collection or have played it, or do let us know if it's a good game or not, because like I say, I've never played it, but it looks like a pretty fun one. And the other game was priced at the boxed without manual price, and that is Rescue Mission on the Master System. And this is a game that requires the light phaser, you know, the light gun thing for the Master System, which he doesn't actually have one yet, so he will be keeping his eyes open for one of them. But the main reason why I bought this is this boxed Master System game was only £3, and it was with vouchers as well, so it's probably more like £1, to be honest. Which, you know, I know it hasn't got the manual, but it's just so cool to add games like this into his collection for only £3. I think that's absolutely amazing. And you don't see this game very often. Like I say, no manual inside, but it is in really nice condition. So I thought for £3 that was just such a good price. And this is another game that we have both never played before. So do let me know, is this a good game or is it a bad one? I'm a bit of a sucker for any light gun games. I do really enjoy them. So I can imagine I'm really going to enjoy this one. But like I say, for only £3, I think this was an absolute bargain. Next up we have my pickup. So the first game I'm going to show you is a PS1 game. And that is Tomb Raider 3 Adventures of Lara Croft. Now, I have never played Tomb Raider 3. I've played Tomb Raider 2, and I really enjoyed it. I've never even played the original Tomb Raider, to be fair. Probably out of the really old ones, Tomb Raider 2 is the only one that I've played. So I'm really looking forward to giving this a go. The only thing this has is a small crack in the case there, but that's absolutely fine, it doesn't bother me. And it does have a little crack in the back. But this was only £6, which I think is such a good price for a box complete Tomb Raider game. And I will show you inside, it's in so nice condition. The disc literally looks like it's never been used there, and the manual looks like it's never been opened as well. So I'm so pleased to have this. So yeah, like I say, I've only ever played Tomb Raider 2, so I'm really looking forward to giving this one a go. But I will have to get the original Tomb Raider at some point, as that is one that I really want in the collection, and one that I really want to play. And let me know, what is your favourite Tomb Raider game in the comments down below? Is it one of the originals? Is it one of the new ones? Whatever it is, do let me know. Next up, we have a box and complete N64 game, and that is Rugrats on the N64. Now, this is in quite nice condition. There is a little bit of damage at the bottom left there, but I am not a mint collector. This will more than do me. This was £18 boxed with manual price. I'll show you inside in a minute. Now, I think this is quite a common N64 game. I've seen this quite a lot out hunting. But this is one that I just haven't been able to grab, whether it's because I haven't had the money for it, it hasn't been in the condition that I wanted, but I'm really pleased to finally have this in the collection. Now, I'm not big into Rugrats, it's not really a cartoon that I've really watched, so I'm not massive into Rugrats, but I'm still really pleased to have the game in the collection. Inside, it's in pretty good condition inside, actually. But first of all, we have the cartridge. That is in really nice condition. No wear on the label or nothing like that. And here we have the manual, and this is a really nice full colour manual, which is like, I love looking through these full colour manuals. They just look really good, and there was a lot of effort being put into these, and you don't get these in games nowadays, do you? Which I think is a real shame. Very pleased to finally have Rugrats on the N64 in my collection. Let me know if this is a game that you used to play in the comments down below. As like I say, it is a pretty common one, but one that I'm really pleased to have in my collection. Next up, we have another boxed N64 game, and that is Roadsters. Now, this is one that I have never ever seen before, so I was really excited when I saw this. Now, this was priced at the boxed without manuals. It doesn't have a manual, but it was only £15, and the box is in pretty good condition. And the only boxed without manual one they had was actually in that CEX. They have quite a few loose ones. I'm not sure if they've got any complete ones. But this seems to be a pretty rare N64 game. And for only 15 quid, I was really pleased to buy it. And also, driving games are one of my favourite kind of like genres of games. So pleased to grab this one. Like I say, the box is in pretty good condition as well. So I wasn't really holding out much hope about this one being in good condition, because I think it had been in there for quite a while. But like, I'm absolutely chuffed with this. Like I say, no manual, but we do have the cartridge here, and this is in really good condition. Again, like the Rugrats one, no fading, no damage on the label. Really happy. Now, I've searched up some gameplay of this, and it actually looks really fun. Like I said, I do love me racing games, so I'm kind of got a bit of a biased opinion about them. But I'm really looking forward to giving this a go on my N64. And finally, we have a boxed Game Boy Color game that I've been looking for so long. But every copy of this I see, for some reason, it seems to be battered. But I've finally found a good condition copy of it, and that is the Simpsons Night of the Living Treehouse Horror boxed with manual on the Game Boy Color. Now, the only damage on this is, as you can see, there's an ever so slight dent there and a slight dent there. But apart from that, for a Game Boy Color game, this is in such good condition, and I'm absolutely over the moon with this. I love The Simpsons, and I love all of the Simpsons games that I've played so far. So hopefully I'll love this one as much as the others. Here is the cartridge, and I can't believe how good condition this in. It literally looks like it's never been used. Again, there's no tears or nothing on the label, and no scratches on the back. And here we have the manual. Now, I'm not going to open this for you, as I genuinely don't think this has ever been opened. Like, that looks absolutely brand new. But I have opened it a tiny bit, and it is a really nice full colour manual. And as you can see, there is the Simpsons on the back in the dark. But yeah, it is pretty hard to find Nintendo cardboard in good condition sometimes. So when I saw this in this condition, I knew I couldn't pass on it. So I believe this is a bit like a platformer from what I'm looking at on the back. I've heard other people have played it and really enjoyed it. And I absolutely love platforming games, love The Simpsons, so I can't wait to give this one a go. So here is the stack of finds: 2 Xbox One games, 2 PS4 games, and 1 Xbox 360 game. Now, the Xbox One games and the Xbox 360 game were £1 each, and the PS4 games were £2 each. I don't know why they were different, but they were still definitely worth buying. So I know absolutely nothing about this first game, and that is Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy on PS4. The only thing I do know is this is helped developed by Square Enix, the makers of Final Fantasy, but that's literally all I know. But this was £2, and it trades in for a £6 voucher. Next up, we have the other PS4 game, and that is Spider-Man. Again, this cost £2 because it's one of the PS4 games, and this trades in for £8. I was really, really pleased to find this. Now, I know a lot of people will be like, oh, you're trading in Spider-Man, but I do collect some games for the PS4, but I'm just not bothered about this one. Next up, we have this Double Games add-on pack for Borderlands on the 360. This costs just £1, it trades in for £3, and I've never actually seen this game before, so a pretty cool one to find. Then we have GTA 5. This is always a great one to find to trade in CEX. £1 into £8 voucher. So this was an awesome find. And the Xbox One game that I'm keeping is this game called Ark. This is all about surviving with like dinosaurs and stuff. I don't know much about this game. This costs £1. It trades in for £1.60, so they sell it for £4. But I just really wanted to keep this, so I really like the look of it. And I don't have many Xbox One games in my collection. So let me know, is Ark a particularly good game, as I've never played it before, but it looks like a pretty crazy but fun game to try out. So in total, on this stack of games, I spent £7. I'm keeping Ark to add to the collection, and I'm really pleased to be keeping that one. And with these games here, I will be getting a £25 voucher from CEX, so I was really, really pleased to find this charity shop find. And this will help me get more retro stuff to add to my collection. What is your favourite game in this stack of games? Thank you for watching this video. If you did enjoy, please leave a like and please subscribe. And let me know, what was your favourite pickup of the day? I think mine was the Simpsons game on the Game Boy Color. But let me know, what was yours? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye!